got that new thing for ya. It's so exciting. I got that new thing for ya. You know it's flying.
Bringing to you the latest fashions, designs, and trends. It's the guru, Ashford the Brand.
So exciting. You know it's flying. You know it's flying.
Welcome to Ashford the Brand, fashion designer and trend-setting guru. Let's go. We're here today with my man Dave. How you doing, Dave?
Pretty good, man. Great.
He's the owner of KD Fashions out here in Suffolk. And can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, man. We started in I started in 1991.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how long I've been doing it. Took a little break. Opened up on East Washington Street in 2007.
Wow.
Stayed there for about 15 years, and now we've been over in the shopping center over by Chick-fil-A for now for like a year and maybe about 3-4 months.
How did you get into this?
Man, be honest with you, man, I got into clothes. I was staying in New York, and I was spending a lot of money on clothes. Came to Suffolk, had some family issues, came to Suffolk, stayed here for a while. I got in a little trouble. And in that process of being in trouble, I didn't want to get in trouble anymore. So I'll be honest with you, man, I prayed and just asked God to give me something to do. And just like that, he was like, get into clothes. That's what you were spending your money on, that's what you know. And that's where I've been from that day to this day.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
You so I talked to you a lot in the stores. You was no difference between fashion and trendy.
Yeah, it's a big difference between fashion and trendy. I'll be honest with you, a lot of people that shop, man, they shop on trends. You know, when we was talking yesterday and you was showing me the pictures, you are more of a fashion person to me because you make or you design or you put together pieces that's normally not found in stores. So basically all stores gonna have the same thing. Now, you know what I'm saying, it's the image that they sell you. They're not even selling you your clothes no more. They're selling you an image. So if the store is, when you walk in the store, you be like, wow, this is nice. But then when you start looking at the product, it's basically the same than the store that you just left from and said, man, it's a shabby store. But you know, when you know, like we was talking, you know, fashion is 85% confidence. You know, check this out. A big designer I have a multi-million-dollar fashion show, and one of the models might have on some steel rods.
Gotcha.
And you say, how is that fashion? How can she wear that? But her confidence level and what the designer told her to do, she does it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like I say, most of the stores is trendy. It's the end of the day out the mall.
Yeah.
Gucci, Balenciagos, they forever because they set the trends. I mean, they set the fashion world, which is also a trend too, but it's just a higher design trend that we try to follow.
That's true. I sometimes myself wear stuff and I block everybody out when I wear it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, you know, I know there's some criticism.
Yeah.
There's some people that like it, some people don't feel it.
Yeah.
What would you say, because I hear the young guys now, he said call himself a guru, but he wears just polo jeans, polo shirt, Jordans. But because he got something that nobody same just like everybody's wearing, but a different color. What would would you consider him as a guru?
No, I you know, Jordans, it's cookie cutter. You know, I'll be honest with you. You know, like we was talking yesterday, if you really think about it, you're not really a person that go after fashion when you go to a store and basically you only got certain selections. So you actually picking out what the person bought.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't like, okay, that outfit that you showed me. You know, you figured out what you wanted it to wear, and then you went and got it. And none of that stuff you would find in a regular store. You know what I'm saying? So you had to go here, there, and that's what fashion all about. You know, I think the what do they call them? I can't even, it's eluding me, but it's like, I can't get this word, man. But it's like more like when you go to a thrift store.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not a thrift store. It's
more like
I can't
secondhand type stores or something like that.
I can't even manage this word eluded me right now. But going back to your question, you know, like, no, a pair of Jordans, a pair of jeans, that's normal. You know, and you know now colors is in, so all they got to do. Jordan was red and white. Now they, you know, you can get them orange and blue.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's really nothing out of the norm. You know what I'm saying? They just putting colors on it. And I'll be honest with you, every year they set the colors for you. You know, now you got people that go against the colors, but they normally set colors. And the mainstream actually gonna go after those colors. Blue in, then they're gonna wear blue. Green in, they're gonna wear green. You know, so. You know, everybody's like basically following the trend. Only that 15% go out the box.
Yeah, like I'm kind of like you when I asked you about the shoes earlier. I'm old school, and I like different, like the clocks in there. A lot of the younger guys don't know much about the clocks, but then you got some of the older guys, which is my age, they come in there, they love them. Yeah, the young guys look at them, they don't understand it because they don't, like I said, whole new generation. Do you have many guys, young guys coming in, like?
Yeah, because, you know, once you get them in, then the salesmanship work, you know, the way they display. You know, I used to tell guys all the time, you know, like, man, they old school class. I said, well, man, you get in the club with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you want to wear a Tim. You know, Tim is cool, but this is more casual. And I'll be honest with you, the industry is changing. It's going to more casual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can bring in stuff, but that clock, you know, that was a New York thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I was brought up in New York, so you know I always had to have a pair of clocks, and we talking about the ballets.
Yeah.
Had ballets like in 90, you know, in the 90s, 80s, late 80s, early 90s, we was wearing clocks.
Remember first time I seen him, like I said, when Mark
Carew.
Yeah. My cousin, he had a pair of them joints in, and I was like, yo, what is them?
He taught me a lot, man.
Yeah.
He taught me a lot. I pay homage to him.
Wow.
You know, I definitely pay homage to Mark more so than anybody, you know, because he could sell you a $3 hat for $300.
And you get it.
You're going to get it. You know, that's a gift, you know. And that ain't something that he always would do, but he had that gift that he actually could do that.
Yeah, because he had me with an outfit like I normally wouldn't have wore, but because Mark said this is nice, this is dope, you get it. Just like yourself, you get, okay, so I know you had guys come in the store and they ask you, they looking for an outfit to go out. You can tell them, look, here, you can take these right here, you can put them this. So basically, you can get them into a style. Right. Something that they normally wouldn't wear.
You know, when I first started, yeah, I could do that real good. But now the youngsters, man, they have it. You know, they are the next generations of fashion designers, but they focus on wearing fashion. Yeah. You know, like I see them all, man, I got like 4 or 5 guys that come in there, man. I literally, if I had the money, I would pay them to come and do my mannequins every week. Yeah. That's how good they is with the clothes and the colors. You know, my wife, you know, she was great at that.
Yeah.
Coming in and putting the outfits together for them and the colors, you know, that's a gift, you know, yeah. That's a gift. I'm basically, you know, a setup person, you know, and don't get me wrong, I can sit in there and basically sell, but most of the stuff that I sell, when I was at the top of my game, it's sold. I'm doing like Rockaware, I'm doing like Coogee, academic, you know, the
Yeah.
urban era. That's when things was beautiful. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
when the housing market hit, and a lot of people seen it. When the housing market came in, all the black companies dried up. Actually, the industry shifted to the Aeropostales, the American Eagles, and that's stuff that we normally wouldn't even have bought. And overnight, we let our companies go
Yeah.
and went to that. And
Okay.
once their money got back right, you know, you went in the store and now they watching you and you got a pocket full of money and you saying, man, I ain't got to be in here if y'all watching me like this, but they already knew that's what they were going to do to get y'all out of them stores anyway. Now they back white stores and we still left with a European side. We don't even have, you know, like older guys, you know, they don't even, you know, when they came in, they didn't want to wear the tight jeans. And then some dudes is big,
Yeah.
but now, look at them now. So
Yep.
that's why I say, like, the industry guides the minds of the people in fashion, just like they do in any other industry that's being controlled.
So them clothes really ain't made.
They're not made.
for us.
No, you know, the black companies out there now, you got a Cool, you got Reason, but Reason is saying it's a black company, but it's really Chinese people that's making the product.
Really?
Yeah, because you can tell how the cut is.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And then with a Cool, you know, it's like anything else. They want to be urban, but they want to keep it where everybody else is. So the cuts is still a European cut being cut by black people. Now they're still following the trend of the industry.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Right?
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, man, you know, every day you wake up thinking you doing your thing, but you only doing what they actually programming you to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I watched that, you know, all those black companies, and I knew those guys. I mean, a lot of people don't even realize that the guys that own Academic, they owned a company called PRP Prop. PRP Prop jeans is higher than True Religion. They jeans, they got a jean called Nori that started $500 a pair. And
Wow.
they from right out there in Virginia Beach.
Really?
They from right out there in Virginia Beach. Then you got Ralph. That Ralph is a, you know, he's up front in the industry.
Okay.
You know, and when I say up front, he's the guy that do the Cool. He started out with Indigo Red. He actually started out with RP55.
I remember that. Me and the guy had a conversation about that
He
day.
started out with RP55. Then he got with the Greeks out in Virginia Beach because they was making the old Negro League apparel, the jackets.
Yeah.
So they had a distribution overseas. So when Ralph got with them, what he did was they bonded together. He came out with his line of Azure, he had Azure, Indigo Red, all these little lines. But then they went out, and then he came in with a Cool. You know, and they do a Cool, and they got a lot of other little brands down there. They do a Cool, the Eclipse. Then they do some the Pharrell stuff. So
Oh yeah.
and that's right out there in Virginia
Yeah,
Beach.
that is. Yeah.
I've been out there a couple of times. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, man, this industry is a $1 billion industry, and you know, once you actually been inside the industry and see what goes on, it's hard to just leave. You know.
Yeah.
So what I'm planning to do now is start my own jean line.
Word.
You know, a jean line that will, you know, that'll fit the big guy. It ain't got the tight thighs and the legs. You know, like I wouldn't call it an urban jean, but I would call it a jean, a comfortable jean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, and I mean that when I say comfortable, because we talked about fashion being confident.
Yeah.
So you have to be confident. You have to be comfortable.
Yeah,
You know?
you're right.
So
Yeah.
you see a lot of guys with clothes on, and you know, you can see that insecurity in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To somebody say, "Man, you look alright," and you could be lying. You know what I'm saying? But just that.
Build that confidence
Build it
up in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually went through something similar with a hairstyle I did.
Okay.
Which, like I said, I just do it. And one guy was in his shop. he said something about it. Laughing, he said something about it. A couple of chicks came in, wanted to touch my hair. They said, "Oh my gosh, I love that hairdo. I love it." Next thing you know, I leave out, come back in there. He looked at my hair. He was like, "Yo, man, I had to grow my hair out."
All it take.
That's all it took.
That's all it takes.
And I used to tell him at the time, I used to say, it doesn't matter what you think, it's how I feel.
That's right.
And at the time I was like, and these women love it.
Yeah.
That's all that mattered.
Yeah.
To me at the
Something
time.
different.
But yeah, it was different.
Something different. Different always a seller. You know, always. It might take a little time, you know, but it always becomes a seller.
And I try to get the younger guys too to feel more, have more confidence in doing something different.
You know what? I believe with most of the guys I see, when they follow that trend, that gives them that confidence. You know why? Because the world said this is what's in. So that confidence level is there. But really, if you snatch that away from them, what would they have? You know, what would they do? You know, would they create? Because you know, as a person, a human being, you know, I think our job is to create. You know,
I think so.
You know, I think everybody has a creative spirit in them. You know, whatever you do, you know, and if you learn something, then I always felt like you can take that and create something off of that that's unique and different from what you already doing.
I think God give every man that too.
Yeah, he definitely do.
That gift to be creative.
Yeah.
Because like you're right. That's something you might create. I can't. That's something I might create that the next man can't. But each person, I mean, can create something.
Yeah.
And you know, that's deep. I have a few ideas, and I came in the shop. So I've been looking at a few things you got in there. I want to say it was Dolce & Gabbana shirt I seen in there. How often do you, I mean, like what other things you do have in there, and how often do you have it?
Well, you know, the brand, you know, I try to stick with a lot of black designers.
Okay.
You know, we just did Reason just did a collabo with this. I might call his name wrong, but it's Basquiat. He's an artist, and he did something with Coach, and he did something with Gucci, and he did something with Reason, and he did this coat. Remember that coat that you showed me?
Yeah.
He did a long coat like that. He did a denim set. He did some joggers, and I mean, like we might have had 35 pieces, and I think now we might have literally 5 pieces.
Wow.
And it's crazy because a lady from Virginia Beach had seen our Instagram, and she was trying to order. She never thought it was in the 757, and she came to the store and purchased some of it. You know, so it's a lot of, you know, like I believe, you know, in fashion, it should have an identity, and a lot of times the identity that fashion have, it's always somebody else. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, a lot of people didn't even realize the magnitude that the black designers had in the 2008 to 2009. You know, we would go to that show out there in Vegas, and everybody was there. I mean, like from Jay-Z to Jeezy to Puff Daddy, and they all got their brand, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't even think people remember it. Chris Brown used to, when we go to Vegas, Chris Brown used to be in what's this line? North Pole.
Okay, yeah.
He used to model for North Pole, and he was big, but he wasn't as big as he is now. And I can remember seeing him in the South Pole booth. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something. You remember the store Harry Penner's?
Yeah. Yeah.
True story. I'm in Vegas, right? Harry Penner is there ordering clothes. I don't even know how many stores he got. So we're behind him because the sales rep want to get him by himself, and he gonna spend a lot of money. So he was like, just hold on. Then once he leave, we can come. Lil Bootsy. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know who Lil Bootsy was.
Yeah.
I didn't. So, but Howard Penner knew who he was. So Howard Penner at this time like 70 years old.
Oh wow.
This is what he said. He said, hold on, let me go over here and get Lil Bootsy autograph. Our
Really?
culture, but I didn't even know who he was. But this man, 70-some years old, knew more about our culture than I did at that time. I was actually just getting in the business. That might be my second time going to Vegas. But, like everybody study us, man,
Yeah, that's true.
And they eat off of us. But it's a movement right here in Suffolk. It's everywhere, but it's right here in Suffolk where the young guys is, they making their own shirts now.
Yeah,
and
I've seen a lot of that.
That's great, you know what I'm saying? Now they just got to get it to the market,
Yeah.
They got the market. It's a system that they use with the clothes,
Yeah.
So I make a T-shirt, and it get hot. It blow up.
Yeah. Okay,
and I'm selling. Most of them selling for like $30 or whatever, or $25. But this the kicker. Like, you want to get that shirt to a guy like Ralph, to a guy like the guys that did Academic, and take $8 for the shirt. It sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
So you getting 30.
Okay.
But I'm gonna let you get it for 8. And you say, nah, I ain't gonna do that. But this the thing. When they give you $8 for that shirt, you done. You don't have to go make no more. You don't have to go try to sell no more. Because its distribution is what make money.
Gotcha.
So now the $8 that you sold it for is $8 million now that goes in your pocket. Because you just sold everything.
Gotcha.
And if you just made a shirt and you made $8 million off of it, I know you can take that $8 million and make some more shirts.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But so the game with the T-shirts is just like the record game. Because when we went, I just told you, when we go to Vegas, it's clothes and it's music. They go hand in hand. And in the same way they distribute that music, they distribute that T-shirt. And let's be honest, man, the other race got that. They got the distribution.
See, for me, I want to, and I don't know if you probably have been, because you're from New York, but have New York Fashion Week.
Oh, I gotta start. I'm from here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was born and raised.
You just were down there, living down there?
Yeah, my mom and father split. So my father stayed in New York, so I always got shipped back and forth all my life. But then after I graduated high school, I went and stayed. Yeah. But yeah, Fashion Week in New York.
Yeah, that's my goal. It's one of my dreams to go up there and actually to be able to have something in that.
Yeah, get one of those booths. Yeah. It's awesome, man. Fashion Week in New York is awesome, and it's everywhere.
And I tell my son all the time, different is better.
Different
to
is
me,
better.
Because if we all dressed alike, but nobody would. We all just look the same.
Like penguin.
Yeah, but if one person got something on that sticks out like a thumb, that means somebody noticed you.
Confidence.
So it's confidence, and you have that confidence. It's a wrap.
You're gonna rise, man.
Yeah.
I've seen it every day.
Okay, so if you was to pick out fashion in the celebrity industry, who would you think would be trendy and and fashion? Like Jay-Z, which a lot of the guys, I know they have stylists or whatever.
Right.
But as far as fashion or just trendy in the music industry or celebrity industry.
Well, I look at it like this. You say trendy, and I'm gonna say cutting edge fashion.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, man. Kanye got cutting edge fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. He go out a little bit sometimes, but it's not cookie cutter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, he used to not be cookie cutter. Then trendy, like, shoot, all of them trendy. Even down to Jay-Z. They trendy. They not doing nothing out of the box. They still got, like you said, they got the jeans, they got the shoe. He might do a hard bottom now, something that we can't, that we don't really know about, but it's nothing out of the box. But let's talk about here, cause like I say, we're in the 757. Now I'm gonna tell you somebody that I've been knowing a long time, and I watch him literally grow into fashion. When I first met him, I didn't think he was into fashion like he was. And he probably see this. So when I met him, he was over, I was renting a space out here at the Peanut Park.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They was doing like, you rent a space, cellular stuff out there.
Yeah.
That's where I met him at. And the first thing he bought from me, I'll never forget, was these jeans with the teams on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from there, man, we did business. And Don Twan, you know Don Twan?
Don Twan, my homeboy. Yeah.
Right? you know what I'm talking
Don
about?
Twan, used to drive a 745. Gray.
He had a Benz.
And he had the Benz. He is.
He surprised. I mean, he ain't surprised me, but I seen it because he was always asking about it. But then like we did business, and he just took it to a whole nother level. With the stars, like you said, they got style. So we don't know if they trendy or fashionable or not. But when we bring it home, we can look at the guys that we basically know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we can say, well, look, he's here. He's fashion. And I'll be honest with you, he wears stuff that you may can get or see. But for him to be here, amongst us, and Virginia being the way that it is, I think he do a lot for fashion.
And it's funny you say Don Twan too, because Don Twan.
With these hats?
Don Twan is the one person when I used to going out or something. I would call Don Twan. Don Twan put my outfit together.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell him what he threw my outfit together, so I didn't have to tell him what I want to wear or nothing. And believe it or not, a lot of the style comes from Don Twan.
Yeah.
It comes from Don Twan.
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now when you talk about straight trendy, I can name a bunch of those.
Yeah.
And like if you gonna, every city should have everything that any other city have.
Yeah.
Like it should be it is a fashion week here in Virginia. I think it's like Richmond, and then it comes to Norfolk a little bit, but it's not blown up. We did 2 fashion shows at the Hilton, and we was trying to make it an annual event, but certain things happen, and then this year the pandemic and whatever.
Yeah.
But we the last one we had, we incorporated a lot of more people from Franklin and Suffolk. The first one we did, it was a lot of people from Hampton and Newport News. Cause my sister, she run a little modeling agency, so she from out that way. But when you talk about fashion, man, he's one of the ones that I look at, that I personally know.
Yeah, me too.
And from this town. But then you got a lot of guys here that they do their thing, But like I said, let's talk about Ronnie brother with that T-shirt.
Oh, Tone. Yeah.
He that's doing real good, and you got a couple of more people that's doing the T-shirt. But when you talk about going into like a high fashion type thing, then I would say he would be the one that I would look at. Yeah.
He I learned. That's what I learned from. I learned a lot from Don Twan. Between him and a few other guys, they gave me that that confidence.
Yeah.
But if we go back to celebrities, My favorite is Andre.
Andre 2000.
Him
Yeah,
and
Another
I
one.
want to say a Puff Daddy's Butler. The guy
Bentley.
Bentley.
Yeah.
That was my
different.
two favorite. They different.
They different.
And watching what he wears, like, of course, a celebrity can wear stuff that a lot of people don't have confidence to wear, because to me, celebrities, I think, and you give me your input on it, but I feel like a lot of trendy stuff comes from celebrities. They see them with the Jordans and this outfit on, they go out and try to buy it.
Yeah, I would say that, but more so it comes from the industry itself, the companies. Then they bring them in. It's like it's already here. I got the sneakers, I got the joggers, I got it here. Now I need to get it out. So who can I get it out with other than a celebrity? That's why the music and the actors, the product is here. All they do is put it. They getting paid to wear that stuff. Lil Wayne got paid to turn your whole mind around to Aeropostale and American Eagle, because he was one of the ones that helped with that movement to get us out of our stores and into their stores.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they not really making clothes. Even when you talk about a Cool, if I'm not mistaken, he came up with the name. He might have some input on designs, but when I went there, they got a room maybe like 4 times the size of this, and all you see is them dudes in there drawing and cutting.
Oh, wow.
So they hire people to design and make.
Okay.
So they not doing it. So when you look at the industry itself, it's being driven by young, useful people that has ideas, and they just put it on canvas, take it from the canvas, put it in the material. And I'll be honest with you, man. Shoot, if it's 100 pieces, it's only like 10 or 15 pieces that you actually literally gonna get. Cause some of the stuff is be like,
yeah.
It ain't even about confidence. But when you said a good thing, you said Andre 2000, and you said Bentley.
Yeah.
But look at their confidence level without the clothes.
Yeah.
So it still goes back to having that 85% confidence. You got 85% confidence, you can wear anything.
Go to Walmart and get you something and wear it. Yeah.
Bingo.
I had a buddy of mine told me, make the clothes, don't let the clothes make you.
Exactly.
And it's really stuck with me. And I actually feel like now I can go and pay $20 for an outfit, and long my feet is right. How you feel about that?
You listen. One thing I've learned: once you bring value to yourself, it attracts money, and anything that attracts money attracts everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like so if you known for wearing $200 shoes or $500 shoes or $600 shirt, $300, you want to say when you get up one morning and put something on that costs $80.
They won't
when your records show that you 85, 95%, this is what you wear. So that's what happened. A lot of times when you see the rappers, you know what I'm saying, with the stuff that they have on, after the video shoot is over, let me get that. Because they not stupid.
Yeah.
They used to be, but they're not stupid no more.
I think so.
It was one time you could make a shirt and send it to a rapper and wait for him to wear it. And just get the picture snap. Once you got the picture snap with him wearing the shirt automatically is a hit.
Yeah.
Now they say, send me the shirt, but send the check with the shirt.
Oh, wow. They wouldn't get paid for it.
Yeah. Ain't no more free ride.
Yeah.
So fashion has changed, man. But with the new people coming in, I see it getting better.
Yeah.
Because it's some stuff out in Suffolk, Portsmouth, and Hampton.
And I think Virginia is growing.
If they get the system right, where they can get the money and get it global, they're gonna make a big impact.
Yeah.
For real. And see, once you get the money, the wheels really start turning. You know, that's when the creative, you know, you can lay back and just sit back and create. You know, I ain't got to work. I ain't got to try to do this. I ain't got to try to do this before I can go and do this, what I love. You know, I think it's like an artist. You know, making clothes, I feel is like an artist. You need to be somewhere where you can just design, you know, paint that picture.
Yeah.
You know, do that shirt, do that jean, get the detailing in it, get the right stitching in it. And then you got a Picasso.
Yeah.
And then once you got a Picasso, they gonna wear it, people gonna see it, they gonna want it. You know, man, I'll be honest with you, man. Clothes is our thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I would
like
say.
that.
You know, I might put myself out of business, but it's cool to buy. But it's more important to create.
Okay.
And sell to the masses. You know, we got to stop buying so much stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it might put me out of business, but you know, but we got to be more creative, and they doing it. So a lot of kids doing it.
Now I'm gonna ask them, switch it up a little bit. Let's get more information about your business. What you offer, some of the stuff y'all have in there.
Okay.
Kind of get some people coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we consider ourselves as a trendy urban store. When I say urban, you know, we try to bring black companies in. We got a company called Dreamland. We got a company called Born Fly. Those two companies come out the camp of a guy in New York that's well known for clothes called Vinny Styles. Vinny Styles is a store that's on Flatbush Avenue, maybe like 2 blocks from the Barclays Center. And he's known for guys coming in like Fabulous and, you know, money-making guys. You know, when you go in his store, it ain't a whole bunch of name brand stuff that you know.
Okay.
But I think he mostly deals with, and what I like to deal with is the fabric, the details, the stitching, the durability of the clothes. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think because you buy cheap, that's good, but it's no long lasting. And you put in some of that stuff you put in the wash machine, it rips right up. You know, you put it in the dryer, it's definitely gone. You know, so I kind of like base my stuff on quite like these some rock revival jeans that we have in the store. You know, and I'll be honest with you, these some corduroys, and I'll be honest with you, man, they about 10 years old.
Yeah?
yeah. I actually literally took them out the store, like, you know, and they still
Do y'all still carry those too?
Now, you know, like I said, it was trendy, so they gone now. But the
quality.
They everlasting. It's almost like a what I would say. It's like a Marvin Gaye song. Marvin Gaye made the song in '60, but it's still relevant in 2000,
That's true.
2010, 2020, 2021. You hear a Marvin Gaye song. Some records timeless, and that's how you want the clothes, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, man. Clothes don't really have a big shelf longevity.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them don't. You know, like Polo.
Like speaking back to Dantuan, so actually I bought a lot of hats. He sold me a lot of hats and some coats and stuff. Mm-hmm. I probably had it 3 years before I wore it.
For real.
And when I come out with it, everybody's looking like, yo, where you get that from? Where you get that from? I had it for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's timeless stuff. Like stuff that it's actually seemed like to me it's out before its time.
Yeah, it's like you know, it's like going to your closet and going back in time on the way that I feel.
Yeah.
You know, I might have felt this like way 5 years ago. You know, because clothes really don't hold a lot of value money-wise, but sentimental. But a lot of us get rid of a lot of clothes. But when you got timeless pieces, you can go back to that era. You can go in my closet and be like, man, I ain't throwing them away.
Yeah.
Remember, and they still relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like it actually better than the stuff that they got out now, and that's what you want. So that's what make now you're gonna throw some stuff away, but some stuff you're not gonna throw away.
To me, it hit better the second, third time around than it do the first.
Yeah. But I did not know this was his stuff. I sold him his.
Yeah, he sold me a lot of stuff. I'd be like, man, I need an outfit for such. Here, go get it.
And you know, I ain't seen him, and I haven't seen him since maybe 10 years.
Wow.
10 years. I can remember the first day I seen him, and then we did business for a long time. And I think he moved out of Suffolk, and he was doing like all good, you know.
Yeah, he doing good. He doing real good. He doing a lot of promoting and stuff now too.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him in a while. I see my daughter post some stuff, and I seen him post, you know.
Yeah.
She had said she had snapped a picture of me or something, and he had commented on it or whatever.
Oh, wow.
But I haven't seen him in a while. But man, like I said, when in Suffolk, I look at him as one of the leaders when it comes to different. Now, he's not a guru. Yeah. And with that being said, man, back to the store. You know, like we got this lady that's in our store, and her brand is called the Icon, and she's unique in what she does because she brings fashion. You know, she bring that glare to the church people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she's unique. She's different. And, you know, and her following is growing and growing and growing. So we got that aspect to the store. And it's almost like I watch them sometimes because you got like a lot of these sophisticated ladies coming in. And then you got a lot of the guys that they sophisticated in their way, but they in a different, how can I say it? They're in a, you know, they would normally meet unless they was in the grocery store. That's the best way to say it. Yeah. But they interact together, you know. And I watch them sometimes when they, you know, when one is on one side of the store and one is on the other side of the store. And I was like, wow, look how this joined together. But the greatest thing that I've seen in my latter years in the store, how I have been able to bring, you know, let me put it this way, been able to talk to the youngsters. 'Cause I deal with a lot of young guys. Been able to talk to them, man, and you know, tell them, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with, you know, trusting God sometimes, you know.
At all.
But let me put it this way, trust Him all the time. 'Cause that's how I use it. I say sometimes. Then I said, you know what, you trust Him all the time. You know, I was telling this guy today, they like young lions. You know, they real youthful, they strong. And I tell them, I say, you know, at this point in your life, man, you ain't asking for a lot of things. And God gonna let you enjoy that youth unless you put yourself in a situation that, you know, calls for you to terminate that. But if you don't, just think how great it would be with you having that useful lion in you, with God backing you. And they listen. You know? They listen. And I think as a people, you know, that's where we should be headed. You know, teaching them and instilling in them what our parents instilled in us. Because we sit here today, you know, and it's just by the grace of God that we're here.
Yeah.
You know, and they got to understand that.
I think that's, like, for me, fashion is a platform too.
It's the best
that God put me so I can reach out to people.
That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Reaching out to them. And I love it, man. You know, and I love it.
Man, I'm glad to have you on the show.
Hey, man,
if you want to give a shout out to the people and tell them where they can come find you at.
We at 904 North Main Street, Suffolk, Virginia, in the Chick-fil-A shopping center. We're going to take care of you. Let's come through, man. Let's ask you to come through.
Y'all go out and support. We enjoyed Georgia being here, bro. And always, I call you my big brother. Man, you're a mentor to me.
Man, hey.
And we'll see y'all later.